Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So David Benavidez, he took to his Instagram account and he put up this picture, this image of Jermall Charlo, and it reads, "I'll stop, dude, I promise." He says this after obviously watching Jermall Charlo's performance against Montiel this past weekend. And I'm going to tell you right now, what David Benavidez said, I actually agree with him. At least that version of Jermall Charlo that we just seen against Montiel, definitely David Benavidez would have stopped that version. Now, and if we're talking about the Jermall Charlo that fought Derevyanchenko, the Jermall Charlo that fought J. Rock Williams, that's a different story. I see that more of a competitive fight. But yeah, this Jermall Charlo we just seen, I don't know where this Jermall came from. I've never seen Jermall look this vulnerable. And I think you can attribute it to a couple things. Once again, Jermall, he had been off for about a year and a half. He hadn't had a fight. Some would say that he just underestimated his opponent, but that's not an excuse to look the way Jermall looked. Because even if you underestimated your opponent, you still should be able to adjust. And when it comes to this fight, it looked like Jermall, he gassed out and he started to look worse as the rounds progressed. So it definitely wouldn't make sense for Jermall Charlo to move up in weight to fight David Benavidez after a performance like that. I mean, right now, we don't really know if this was just a bad performance or if Jermall Charlo is on the decline. I mean, I remember when Tyson Fury had a terrible performance against Otto Weiland. It turned out just to be a bad night for him. So we have to see. We have to see how Jermall Charlo looks in this next fight. And now with that being said, I want to talk to you Canelo Alvarez fans. This is what I don't understand with you guys. Why do you guys celebrate when you see the guy who's been chasing your guy Canelo Alvarez look vulnerable in a fight? You guys celebrate, but I notice you never say, man, I can't wait to see this fight now. Canelo gonna beat him, and man, I really want to see this fight next. I don't hear or see anybody really saying that. The only thing you guys are saying is, well, see, this proves Canelo would have destroyed him, You guys don't understand how boxing works. You talking about woulda and coulda wins, that doesn't show up on your resume. You know, you can't have a whole bunch of would-have opponents on your resume. You got to actually fight them. You guys are trying to act like this is some kind of victory for you and Canelo. Listen, Canelo's in the exact same situation, if not even a worse situation. You know why? Because if someone else goes in there, gets in the ring with Jermall Charlo and exposes him, guess what? That could have been Canelo who could have been the first person to expose and beat Jermall Charlo. But because Canelo was avoiding that fight, thinking it was too dangerous of a fight, someone else came along and did it. I mean, if a bully comes along, snatches Canelo's lunch money, challenges him to a fight, and Canelo doesn't do anything, but then when that bully tries to do the same thing to another kid, that kid stands up and he fights back. Can you give Canelo Alvarez credit for that? Ain't nobody gonna say, oh man, see, look what Canelo would have did to that bully. It doesn't work that way. It does not change the fact that Canelo ducked Andrade and Charlo for over 6 years. It wouldn't matter if Andrade got knocked out flat, if Jermall Charlo got knocked out cold. That still would not change the fact that Canelo ducked this guy just for someone else to knock him out. How does that make Canelo look good? It doesn't make Canelo look good at all. Because it should have been Canelo doing this. I mean, I really don't understand you Canelo fans. You guys will leave messages like, see, look it, man, I knew that Charlo was a bum. This performance proved that he was a bum. He would have never beat Canelo Alvarez. But if that's the case, how come you never called Rocky Fielding a bum? How come you never called Liam Smith a bum? And so on and so forth. And how come you never said you don't want to see these fights? Because you know Canelo would beat them easy. Oh, coincidentally, you only say this about Charlo and Andre, the fighters on a coincidental list? We know what time it is. It's just weird because I would think a confident boxing fan, he would celebrate when he finds out that Canelo Alvarez is signing a contract to fight Andre, to fight Charlo. But instead, you guys get happy and start celebrating just when someone else looks good against Jermall Charlo, as if you're relieved that Canelo doesn't have to fight him anymore. I mean, that's backwards to me. You shouldn't be happy. Why would you be happy that your guy doesn't have to fight someone? It should be the contrary. You should be happy when you know that he's going to fight this guy now. Because that's how fans with confidence are supposed to talk. But at the end of the day, the good news is there's still a good chance that we will get this fight. Because I keep telling you guys, I mean, you can go back and watch for yourself. Canelo Alvarez, he always fights guys coming off of their worst performance. Caleb Smith against John Ryder. Billy Joe Saunders against the two opponents, I don't even remember their names. But he often does this. So that means there's still a chance that Jermall Charlo can get a fight with him. And see, guys, when it comes to me, I don't care if Jermall is going to get knocked out in the first round. I still want to see the fight. Because by then, we would have complete closure. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one. All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, then this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called Elo Deki Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to elodeki.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram. Fellas, I've got some great news for you. If you've lost your hair or have a receding hairline, the time has come when you can finally get your hairline back through a process called scalp micropigmentation. So here's how it works. It's a hair tattoo that replicates the look of your hair follicles when you have fully shaved it down. So to get this hookup, make sure you follow and contact my man Scalp Carolinas on Instagram.
An important message from Youth Fountain Laboratory, makers of Vasoflux and Vasoflux for Men. If you're over the age of 35 and over the years you've eaten pizza, dairy foods, deli meats, or meats with fat, you are likely to have some degree of plaque buildup in your veins and arteries. This increases your risk of suffering a stroke or heart attack exponentially, and no one wants such a catastrophic event to occur. Introducing Blackout. Blackout is made of all natural ingredients proven to help dissolve clots in the blood, remove calcium deposits and plaque from the walls of veins and arteries, improve viscosity of the blood, improve elasticity of the veins and arteries, treat varicose veins, and prevent the reoccurrence of plaque buildup. For more information, visit Youth Fountain Laboratory at youthfountainlab.com or call 1-800-853-7856. And remember, to help unclog veins and arteries, get the Blackout.